Sean, your feed anyways here. Maize on the left.
The maize, yeah. See there.
When was that harvested?
I'd say around the 10th or 12th of October.
Okay.
There,
Good year for maize?
It was a great year on maize, but you can see there now we got a new cracker there this year on that machine, and like you can see, like 15 years ago they used to call it a corn cracker, and it was just a hairline cracker but like the new crackers are unreal. Like
Smashing it.
Sure, you can hardly see it on all the little bits. There's like stuff that came out of a mill, like, you know, but Tis important. It's, you know, as time goes on, machinery gets better and every job gets done better, like, don't it? But like, there wouldn't be too many animals pass any of that through now, like, you know.
Yeah.
But you'll still see, and what confuses a few people is, you see the outer shell of the maize. You'd see that in the cattle dungs after on a wet day, like. But they used to be given out one time that wasn't cracked, but that's a waxy side, like they don't digest that anyhow.
Okay.
It's the meal side of it. So you'll still see, like, even the maize meal that you get at the port, like, you'll still see bits of that, like.
Yeah.
You know, that's the maize. And
did you grow that under plastic?
that was all under plastic, yeah.
So you're in East Cork, people might say plenty of sunshine hours down here, but you still see a benefit for maize?
Sure, it's everyone to their own, like, but I suppose I have a lot of maize cut through the years, and there's only, I'd say, one job that I know of, I'd say, is as good as plastic, which is a serious site, like it's a 50-acre site, but it's nearly always the cobs. It might look the same, it might look tall, but the cobs are always that bit better to plant. And it's, you know, people were saying when the film was gone so expensive, just get more land, like, but sure, it's as easy to say that, and the land isn't there to be got, like, and you have to utilise what you have as best as you can. And we find any of the film is a super job for. We cut, I don't know, maybe 800 or 900 acres of maize, and it's nearly half and half now. is what's
okay.
Is what's there. Like,
okay.
You know, there is an extra cost in the film, but
there's an insurance, I guess, too, for people, isn't it?
It is, like, all you need is a bad spring now there, or this or that, and like the one thing about the film, I suppose, it retains moisture as well at the start. You know, the heat comes up, the moisture goes down at the start, and there's pros and cons to everything. I suppose for a time thing, it's very easy to set up in maize. You can just go in, you know, once it's power hard, you can go in and set it. But look, there's customers who want film and there's customers who won't want it. That's the way it is with everything, isn't it?
So how many acres of maize do you use yourselves here?
Sure, I think there's about 60 there.
Yeah.
60 there, you know. But it'll all be used away there, you know. And we've the beet to mix in with it there as well, and the silage is there, and we've the straw. And
so you don't chop the straw. Some lads would chop the straw or very finely for the feed, or not. It's just.
But you can see it there. It's like the bucket was thrown up in that bale there, and it was dirty, but like that's wheat and straw. But like when that goes into the feed there, the Abbey diet feed or the twin tub, that you've seen it inside the feed with us. There's no need, like, you know. So we have 2 chopper balers if customers want chopped straw. We can give them chopped straw, like, you know, like you can see.
So is that first cut silage, or?
That's first cut silage, yeah.
Yeah.
You can see it there again. It's a nice colour, like. Smells good, like.
Yeah.
Do you know, and you can see by looking at it, it's reasonably young grass, it's leafy grass, like, you know.
Yeah, cut when roughly?
I might say that was cut just before the middle of May there, like. It's hard for us to get our own silage cut in time because, you know, it is very hard to tell a customer we can't turn up there, we're going and cut our own, because they think, you know, so it is, we have to kind of cut our own. You can see there now there's another load heading on for Clarny.
Okay.
Nice quality straw.
It's a big business for you here as well, selling straw.
Selling straw, yeah. Sell straw, sell beet, and you could go anywhere. Like the straw and the beet, I suppose, to go Tipperary, Limerick, bits of Clare.
Right.
You know, around Cork and this and that. But we draw it all. It is all lorries. We're not interested in hauling on the road with tractors. Like.
So how many bales are on that?
That's 48 8x4x3s.
Will that be one customer or will it be a number of drops?
No. We very rarely multi-drop it.
Yeah.
At worst, if in the springtime, if straw was tight on our side and someone wanted a load, we might just ask them to split it with, you know, if there was 2 fellas a couple of kilometres away. But it's hard to. it's time consuming, like, you know, go and split a load and get in and out of yards to go twice. And even, look, a lot of fellas too back along, they're accommodating enough. You might say, if two fellas might say, look, we want a load between them, but drop it in our place and we'll sort it out between us.
They're good enough to do
They're
that themselves.
good enough,
Yeah, they know the reality of
it is, and like, you know, sure, a load doesn't go far, but I suppose what we see a lot lately is we store a lot of straw because people want their sheds for the winter time, so they don't start taking the straw till they start calving there after Christmas, like, you know. We'll go over and have a look at the meal shed.
Yeah. A huge area for Beet, Middleton, traditionally,
huge
always
area,
was.
Yeah. We bought the self, it's out in the field, I know you can't show it, but we bought the self-propelled last year.
Okay.
And we're delighted with it.
Why did you buy it?
I suppose there was work coming up around the area with our own Beet to pull. There was other jobs coming up. So last year was the year to buy it. We bought it in from France, even though we bought it off an English company, O'Reilly's, but it came in from France. And look, I suppose you'd say we're pulling about 400 acres of Beet, but you'd be saying that there's no working Beet now, the self-propelled, but there's still working Beet. You have to go out, you have to pull it, you have to bring it back to the yard, you have to clean it, you have to load it into the lorries and draw it away. That's a cleaner loader. We have two, but if you want to step up there, I'll show you the system, how it works.
So this is for what, so Sean, here?
This is to clean the stones and the general leaves and dirt out of the Beet. So you can see now that Beet was harvested in bad conditions, like, you know, it's just the way it is with the weather.
Yeah.
So the loader throws it into the hopper. There's an elevator chain under the hopper, brings it onto that high-speed chain that you can see there in front of the hopper. Right?
Yes.
The motor's dropping off. Here then, there's 4 sets of rollers facing this way.
Okay.
Right? And you can see on that one there, there's a worm on it. So that forces the stones down like they're spring-loaded.
Okay, so she'll push it out?
She'll push out the stone. Have a, you know, handy-sized stones, but you still have to stand up here. You'll see a stone coming up here, then you just drop it down the chute.
Okay.
The Beet still, it's all webs, like, it goes up under that and up and off into the lorry. It's a general simple thing, but
it's not washed at that then, is it?
no.
Yeah.
If you want to wash it, it's into
it's
the
another process again then.
The washer, yeah.
Okay.
It goes into that, but it's like with a self-propelled Beet harvester, it has to go through this to get the few stones. You know, and it all depends on the ground conditions. Again, if you're outside in the field, it's not stony, you want the stones, but if you are, it has to go through it. You have to take out the stones, and you'll be surprised the bit of leaf and the bit of mud that comes out down through it, like, you know.
How long would it take to fill a lorry load?
An Arctic there would be about 25 minutes.
Yeah, not bad.
It's not bad, no,
Yeah.
because if you have to wash it, you're talking the guts of an hour, like.
And what kind of weight will come off it, you know, where it comes out raw like that on the yard or the field versus when it's finished this?
There'll always be a ton of stuff under a load, like.
Yeah, okay.
You know, so it's worth it for the customer, like, you
Yeah.
know. And we don't send out Beet that hasn't gone through this, like, you know.
And what percentage of Beet would you wash then versus where you just put it through a machine like this?
You see, Beet doesn't hold, like, Beet will hold away in that condition there, but a washed Beet, to about 3 weeks you get out of it, so
Okay.
it all depends on the time scale, but
And this type of Beet then would last how long?
you'd get a month or 5 weeks out of
Would
it
you?
if it came to it, like, you know.
And what is the mud preserving
It's
it away?
just a bit of dirt holds it.
Just keeps the weather off it?
Holds it away, but if it's washed, it just doesn't hold as
Okay.
good. But a lot of fellas have their own facilities there for, you know, and it all depends on the way the Beet comes out of the field too. If it comes out good, there's no need at all to wash it, like, you know.
How long does your Beet season last then once it's, you know, once you start harvesting to when?
Supposed we'd start harvesting there the first week of October, which last year, like, it depends what way the spring comes. If there's plenty of grass and fellas get cows early, they'd be pulling Beet in April there to get things finished up, you know. So it goes on there for 5 or 6 months, like, you know. And it's good for us. It keeps the lorries.
Yeah, good diversification.
It keeps the lorries going, and it keeps the tractors, a couple of tractors drawn Beet, and like, you wouldn't see 2 lads. You could say there'll be 2 lads every day between harvesting Beet, cleaning Beet, drawing Beet, be tied up in it.
Yeah.
And
You're serving your customers again.
Yeah.
Looking after them.
So we nearly know how long a load will last. A fella might, in fairness, to be fair enough, they give you a text there and just say I want a load in 2 days, but sure, we nearly know ourselves, like, if a fella's using a load in 10 days, we'd be watching it ourselves, like, because it will be after Christmas now, like, when the cows will calve.
Yeah.
There'll be high demand on Beet again, like, you know.
Yeah. And that's when it spikes, is it, when they're calved?
It spikes because people want to push on the cows and get the milk into them fast, like, so January is a very busy month for beet, and February, like.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Good.
So tis another thing with that.
So this is a big store for straw anyway, here, Sean.
Straw, yeah. Yeah.
And that's critical, obviously, that you can handle it and store it
Yeah,
and send it out as people need it.
as they need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many bales are in there, roughly?
That's only half the shed. That shed takes, I'd say, 4,500 square bales.
Crikey.
So, and the other one beside it takes another 4,500 or 5,000. When the two sheds will be full to the top, at the end of the summer, they'll be out the front of it there, but we might have 10,000 bales there, like, plus what will be gone out to the farmers. But I suppose there's I don't know, there's under 2,000 bales there, I suppose.
And they're going every week then to customers?
Every week,
Yeah.
And it's handy again, like a fella, you know, we know where we need to go, so if there's no beet to go, we can just come home, put on the flat trail and go away with the load and work it out that way. Like. So you can see there's a bit of bean straw there. We roam baled a bit of bean straw.
Okay. What will you do with that?
I'm sure farmers will buy it away. Fellas that want it, that have a straw chopper like this to spread a bale chopper, like you wouldn't pike it out, but it's fine. Some fellas use it in the springtime. They'd put it under calves and put a bit of ordinary straw on top of it.
Okay.
So you know, it's still it's rough, but it's like wood chip or anything like that. Like, you know, fellas.
Yeah.
Fellas use it away the finest.
Yeah.
We'll have a look in the meal shed, sure.
Right.
That's maize meal there.
I hear some people say, why grow maize when you can buy maize meal off the boat?
It's just a concentration of it, like, you know, like you can put that into the diet, and I suppose to some people it doesn't make sense when you're growing your own maize, but it just complements the diet. Like you can get it into the animals, and you can see next door, there's soya.
All tipped by the Arctic, is it?
All by the Arctic. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So
that's your main protein, so is it?
That's the main protein, yeah. And you can see then just next door, that's just a ration that's being given to the weanlings, any few of them that are left outside, you know.
Right.
So I don't know exactly what's inside in that.
Is that some of your own homegrown, or is it all bought in?
No, everything there now is bought in.
Yeah.
Do you know? So you can see there's barley inside it and whatever else. There's a bit of clean straw there.
No bother tipping Arctics anyway in here?
No, you'll get them in there, but sure, you may as well put it up high enough and have it right into it, you know. Yeah.
So tell us, what's this feed here?
That's on the gold.
Okay. That's coming from?
It's coming from the Middleton distillery.
Okay, in the road.
Yeah, so it's another good product there for the cattle. Like, you know. And then finally we've beet pulp there.
Okay. So where's that coming from then? Is that imported ultimately?
It's imported, yeah.
Yeah. Again, that would have been all available locally once upon a time.
Yeah. But it's imported, but we just, this shed works out ideal for us there now for the diet feeder, because the local can come in and get whatever he wants to do into the diet feeder.
Okay.
Works out the treat, and you can see you get a good view of this side of the straw stack there now. Like. Yeah.
Middleton Distillery, so it's here a long time.
It's
local in the town. A big investment there, it employs a lot of people.
Huge, and you can even see passing out now. They're at the new phase of it there. Major project.
What's the spin-off for farmers, say, from it in the area?
Sure, I suppose they're using a lot of grain, like, you know, and it is good for not just for farmers, but it's unreal for employment in the town too, like, you know. Yeah. It's a vital part of Middleton, sure. Yeah. Do you know, it leaves a lot of money. People come into Middleton working there, and it is very, like, it closed down there for a couple of weeks earlier in the spring, and people were nervous that it mightn't open for a longer period, but everyone is delighted to have it back open. Like.
A huge part of the area.
It is huge.
Big history here.
It is, yeah, sure, it is there longer than I am, anyway.
Yeah.
You know, it is nice to see it, isn't it?
Yeah.